got confused by that.
Maybe would you like someone else to do the recap?
I can do the recap after someone tells me why we were fighting.
Well, the recording is restarted.
Okay, cool. Someone will explain why we were fighting.
Marshall, why were y'all fighting?
We went to Myrtle Grove for the Day of Petals festival, and we were called there to be bodyguards, but also as visitors to partake in festival activities. And at the unveiling of a supposed important art piece, it turned out to be a giant gelatinous cube that ran amok and started trying to kill people in town. And as we were taking on the gelatinous cube, a bunch of little slimes came out, a gaggle of little oozy verts came out, and then an invisible guy started trying to attack Eom, and then Arab. Said some weird shit about Arab. And then he left. He looked like a really gross bat sort of man.
And from there, a few townspeople were actually killed. Unfortunately, the monsters were successful in their trying to kill people. But we were hailed as heroes, which was one of the first times that had ever happened. That was really nice for us. After the festival kind of wrapped up with us heroically, mostly ruined, slaying these monsters, we moved on. We went back to bed, I believe. After we went back to bed, then what?
Y'all proceeded to have a really drunk night and then came back to your dorm to find Gumpy looking through your stuff.
Wait a minute.
Gumpy looking through his stuff, so we did some magic spells on him. What were you saying, Marshall?
We all had really strange experiences getting drunk.
We did have really fun experiences getting drunk.
Yes, we did.
None odder than a Sheen, and then shortly after a cast, though.
Yeah.
Rat royalty.
But after we all sobered up, the very next day, I have no idea.
That's okay.
It's not my day.
Marshall?
Was it last session that we went and talked to Gold Grove? Or is that the session before?
You guys ended up talking to Gold Grove and not expect. I got this. Don't worry, guys. I have notes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he came with us for the religion stuff.
That's right.
Yes.
Right?
We got caught.
Yeah, and we were not slick.
As a group, you guys decided that it was time to go visit your dear friend Murmur that you haven't seen in 3 years. And so you naturally decided to sneak outside, proceeding to roll some of the worst stealth checks I've ever seen. You were caught immediately by members of the Shield of Nairn, the Senate's guard, who's been placed here to help protect the school. They humored you for a bit, but then when Mog started accosting one of their people, they got fed up, took you to the headmaster, who said, of course you can visit the churches, I'll go with you. And you proceeded to walk through 2 churches already, the one to Bashaba and the one to Saloon. And you are now inside the Church of Tymorra, where all of you believe somewhere in here lies a secret door to where Murmur is held. However, you are currently here with Headmaster Goldgrove, and that's where we will continue off. So, do we just start praying then, or is there something specific you wanted here?
I can help take you through that. My auntie knows a lot about Tymorra. Not Meredith, but like my other auntie, her sister. Anyway, I'm gonna like grab his arm and just kind of drag him over to the table where there's a bunch of coins laid out, and I'm going to instruct him in like how to stack them the way a Neth taught Mog. And I'm just gonna kind of like peer over my shoulder very nervously towards the rest of the group as I instruct him.
The door said that it would show up when we knew how to look for it. So I'm gonna message Arab, and I'm gonna be like, I understand Arab's not here, not a good person to message, but he was really the person that I would ask this. We need a way to get him out could you lead us in a group prayer?
I can make a roll for Arab's religion real quick.
Arab would be more than happy to start praying. Mog, while he's doing that, Eris is there with you, and he just kind of keeps picking up like coins and like two fingers, putting them to the side, stacking them to the best of his ability. But he looks really awkward, like he's never prayed this way before.
Love that for him.
Yeah, Arab kind of just starts praying, and he's confident, right? And he starts praying to the point where Eris is like, oh, turns, he's like, were we supposed to all group pray together, or?
I mean, obviously.
We kind of came here to pray as a group.
Oh, my bad. And he closes his eyes and puts his hands like this and just starts kind of like sitting there, eyes closed.
Message to Cass. What the fuck do we do? How do we get him out of here?
I don't know. I mean, he won't leave until he sees something. Is there anything that we can, like, trick him into seeing? There's this room back here with a bunch of flowers. Is
Cass,
Cass familiar with this a little?
Cass, do you have a message as well?
Oh, no.
Then you only have about 25 words to respond, so you kind of cut off halfway through your last statement.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna message her again.
Yeah, that can happen.
What you say? You cut off.
Has Cass ever been in this temple before?
Not to my knowledge. I would say likely only Arab has. Maybe Mog has wandered in here before, just out of curiosity, but Arab likely came for a class at some point.
Can you message multiple people at once?
I don't think with message. I think with sending you can. But message is just a cantrip.
Yeah, towards a creature.
After a little bit of like Arab just continues praying, he's gonna kind of open his eyes and elbow Cass in the shoulder and be like, how long do these prayers normally go on?
I just follow this guy's lead. Like, he seems to know what he's doing, and like, we're still here. So,
Yeah.
I honestly, sometimes it can take a long time. Like, he's got to establish a connection, and that can be hard sometimes.
So do I just keep my eyes closed, facing him then?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. He closes his eyes and just sits there, kind of tapping his foot.
Is it possible for Raven to like sneak away?
So, I thought about that, and the answer would be yes. However, I can't do the puzzle by myself.
Can you create a diversion?
Message back. Yes. What do I have? I'm going to cast Mage Hand while I know that the professor's, headmaster's, whatever's eyes are closed. And with Ledgerman, I want to pick up one of those like large wooden candles. Specifically one that is on fire. Do I see any of those around?
Yeah, there's probably some candle on fire.
Cool.
Somewhere here.
So I'm going to pick up one of the candles that's on fire, and I'm going to... How far away can Mage Hand go?
Throw me a stealth check at advantage, by the way, while you do this. Just for your Mage Hand. And it's invisible. Cool. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to carry it outside. Do I see any? No, I wouldn't be able to see it.
Your hand just kind of disappears out the door.
Yeah.
With the candle in it.
Do I remember? All right, I'm gonna turn invisible and follow my hand.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of see Raven disappear and then just leave the room. Asheen, what are you up to while this is all happening?
Since nobody, messaged me, and I do have message. I'm just closing my eyes and kind of peeking to see if anybody's gonna make a move or not. But I'm just keeping my eyes like one eye is literally open, one eye is shut, and I'm looking at him and everybody else.
Give me a just general perception check. Maud, what about you as this is all happening?
I think Mog would kind of just like stay in the general vicinity, but go around to the different tables with the coins laid out and like continue to stack them in like prayer, but also be trying to keep an eye out for any like suspicious doors. Or if I can I look for any traces of magic? I don't have anything like detect magic, but I am expertise in Arcana.
Give me an investigation check. General investigation check.
Not my best, but okay. A nat 1.
Okay.
A nat 1? Okay. You are kind of like you see Asheen kind of keeping an eye open, and you're like, that's a good idea. And you kind of keep opening one eye, looking around. But you're like leaning, looking for doors, and you just fall into Cass knocking her down at one point. Enough that it interrupts Arab's prayer. And he kind of stops and scoffs at you and then continues praying.
I'm sorry. I'll get back up and I'll bow my head and stay still.
And then, yeah, it's back to Raven and Cass. You guys are still messaging back and forth?
Yeah, I'm going to message back to Cass. I'm outside with a candle that's on fire. I think I'm going to start a little fire out here. Sound okay? Son.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Hold on. That's okay. I'm gonna use Bud as a scout while that's happening.
How so?
I'm gonna cast, like, reach over and, like, pet him and cast Beast Sense.
That's absolutely wild.
That's cool.
And then, I'm just gonna, like, let him wander. If I see any tunnels or crinkles, like, through his...
Give me an investigation check through his eyes. So your investigation check should be fine.
My investigation?
Yeah. Because he's not actually investigating. You're investigating through his eyes. And he just starts wandering. As he kind of starts clip-clopping away, he kind of heads up into this room up here. Eris is going to go, okay, now I can't possibly assume that you all... I can't possibly assume that you want your elk just wandering through a church alone. Am I right?
So like probably about 8.
This is Bud.
Yeah, no, you've introduced me to him. That wasn't my question. He can't just be wandering through one of the temples here, and he's gonna start walking after Bud.
He's just looking for a snack.
Mr. Bud, please stop it. And Bud is like munching on like a pamphlet in one of the pews.
Dang.
And him and Bud kind of head off into this room in here. And give me a perception check as you're inside of Bud's eyes, because Bud's not finding anything. He's just kind of running into things. He doesn't seem all too keen on, like, just because you're seeing through his eyes doesn't mean that he is like listening to what you want him to do. So he's just kind of wandering around looking for food. and you see him in the other room with that 14. You see Eris just following Bud very closely, watching Bud as they kind of are in this room looking around. Raven, you're outside. Can I have a D100 if you're attempting to start a fire? You really confidently take the candle and put it next to a blade of brass, and the candle just goes out. Just right in your hand. You're in your right hand. Like that's.
I'm gonna message Cass. My candle went out.
Yeah, he's obsessed with Bud.
Do I come back?
Arab's still praying in the middle.
Oh my god. Just, he hasn't noticed you're gone. Just search.
Okay. While still invisible, I am going to start searching the house for the door.
Are you just gonna go back in?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back in. Start searching.
Okay. Give me investigation.
As you guys are doing this, Arab is going to kind of quietly, as he's mumbling, say, I am running out of Tymorra verses that I know, so we're going to need to make this snappy.
Yeah, Raven, you look around this room here. Arab looks Arab's like trying to get you guys to hurry up. And after a short time, Eris is gonna walk back with Bud on the rope to here. I think Arab's praying, so I don't think he's looking
Okay.
at me. I'm sorry, not
Nice,
because it's a
but-
nat 20, but he's just standing still praying. I will say he doesn't see anything that sticks out to him in this room. You feel very confident there is not going to be a secret door in this room. And he'll come back and he'll go, I think we're getting to the end of the prayer, Mr. Amel. Is that correct?
He'll nod, kind of cautiously looking around at the rest of the group.
Raven is going to go into the other room, take off invisibility, and walk back in, going, "Oh, you're done?"
Yes, look, this has been very odd. Is this a normal night out for you all?
I mean, otherwise we're getting into trouble. Am I right?
He'll kind of groan a little, I suppose. So to the next church then, or is there more here?
I don't think there's any more here.
Okay. Then I think we should all be heading up to the next church. You said you wanted to visit all 8. Is that's correct, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to do it all tonight, but we could. If you wanted to visit all 8, we could, but I think we were just gonna visit the one tonight, and then other nights do the other 8.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well then, shall I walk you back to the dorms then?
Yep, that'll be fine.
Okay.
What time is it, by the way?
It's well past 2 in the morning.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, "Okay, everybody out then, so I can lock up the temple for the evening. I noticed it was unlocked when we arrived. We try to have it locked at night right now with the, everything going on. And he'll lead you all outside, and you'll see him pull out a key ring with like a couple dozen keys on it, and go through them a little time. Pull out one specific, put it in the lock, and click, lock the door."
Okay. Quick question about the lock. How like detailed is it? Is it like more modern keys that have like a bunch of the like little like squiggle things, or is it more like the old timey where it's like 2-prong sort of thing?
It is a padlock that has a very traditional keyhole on it. And this looks like a gold key with 2 bars on it, like the very traditional old school key. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That would be pretty easy for me to pick.
And he locks up the padlock and says, well, this has been an odd evening, but I suppose I should get you back. It's going to be morning soon, and I know you all have classes to get to. And he's going to walk you back, dismissing any guards you pass, and take you guys back to the dorm. Before he kind of like sits outside your door, and he's like, well, thank you all for a strange, but you know what? Ultimately uneventful evening. I couldn't thank you enough. And he nods and he laughs and he kind of wishes his cloak and walks away, leaving you guys back in your dorm.
Did he seem like suspicious of us at like the Tymorra temple at all? Like any more than normal? Like he was like beginning to catch
Yeah,
on.
throw me an insight check.
Okay, much better. 18 plus, what is my insight? 2 for a dirty 20.
He seemed very excited at the temple, and you notice with that insight check, you notice while all of you guys were watching him, he seemed to be watching all of you just as detailed. Every time you looked over, it was you had like one eye open. He too had one eye open, was scanning the room, following people that were leaving the room. And with that, a dirty 20. Sorry, that's funny to me. That's such a good point. And then he definitely noticed Raven go invisible. You get the vibe that he noticed everything you guys had done during that time.
Unfortunately.
Ooh. Okay.
Didn't do anything though.
Starts twinkling a little tune on his uke. And he goes, so are we sneaking back out tonight or is it bedtime?
I think it has to be bedtime.
Bedtime.
Yeah.
We have to try again later.
Okay. With that, you go to sleep. Can I have a perception check of Sheen? Cool.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Yeah, see, it's a fairly normal shift where you're up and kind of keeping track of things. You guys wake up the next morning, everyone rested, long rested and all. And is there anything specific you guys want to do today?
Can I go on another walk with my mole friend?
Definitely. Cass, as you leave, and I'll come back to the rest of you in a second. Cass, as you open the door to leave, you realize that. Oh, sorry, I wrote this. I said this wrong. As you guys came in last night, so before the long rest, it won't affect your long rest. When you came in last night, from visiting the temple with the headmaster, sitting on your windowsill, just like inside your window, was slightly ajar, and just sitting on it was a small but very thick black book.
Book?
Does it
Just it's in your windowsill between the window and the window frame right now.
does it look like the one Raven found under that one tree?
Are you gonna go over and look at it?
Very cautiously.
I will do it with the mage hand.
Okay, yeah, you go over there and pick it up with the mage hand. Everyone like kind of steps back as you like shake the book a little bit, and you see that on the cover it says the Revelation on it.
Didn't we have that book?
Yeah. Hold on.
Someone throw me a history check if you need details.
Well, give me a second.
Okay, you got it.
I had that book in my sheet, but I can't remember which one it was. The Revelation is the book that I had stolen back from me after I stole it. That I was trying to read very fast. I'm gonna get really excited and thumb through real quick to make sure it's the same book.
Give me an insight check. Yeah, it's not the same copy. Like it's noticeably like differently bound, a different size and stuff, but it does appear to be the identical book.
Awesome.
And you notice that it is separated out into 4 very large sections called 5 very large sections that it refers to as chronicles, and the one that you had read some of was Chronicle 1, titled "Rise from the Abyss."
Interesting. I'm gonna share this with the group and say that we should all read it. And be like, Asheen, Arab, you guys should read it during the time when you sleep, or when you're awake and we're sleeping, and then we can all read it when we want to. But I'll basically share it with the whole group.
Nice. With that, then you guys go to sleep, and the next morning, is there anything specific to this day? Would you guys be down to skip ahead a couple of weeks, or is there things you want to do in the short term?
Wait, I wanted to have a conversation with the group. So before we even go to bed, like that same day after our adventure, how are we going to go see Murmur?
I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Like a tunnel straight there. Is that feasible for us?
If I was thinking about taking the mole to like the blue line,
Okay.
then cutting over to Tymorra. And we can pop up like behind it maybe. I'm not sure exactly how to do it, but I was thinking if we had a secret way in and out, maybe. That's all I've got.
That could definitely work. Do you think that'd be easier than us just going to a different tunnel entrance and traveling from there?
Well, there aren't any tunnels that go to the Tymorra Temple, are there?
No, the only tunnel that goes to a temple is the Temple of Baal tunnel, which is this one up here.
So we could do that and then sneak over. I could try and dig a tunnel from the dorms.
I just as a heads up to you guys, the temples are all open during the daytime. I know that you might want to go at night, which fair enough, but the temples are all open during the daytime for anyone to use. It's just at night that they're kind of closed, or you guys have your like curfew and such.
That's what I was kind of thinking, is it might be better for us to go during the day. We would have to work around people in the temples, but it would be at least easy access.
And if the door's something only we can see once we're in it, then we're good. So the door might be somewhere kind of secretive anyway. This would be a good time for someone to say that they have like minor illusion.
Oh my god, wait. Okay, hang on. I might actually be able to have minor illusion. What is
Yeah.
because my my artificer's tool thing, the oh god, all-purpose tool. I think it lets me get a cantrip, one per day.
Because we have minor illusion, we could just project something different in the back.
Yeah, I can
Cool.
I can choose one cantrip that I can use for 8 hours every day.
I think this would be a fantastic use of that.
Cool. I like that.
So, I feel like Arab would know what the least busy time of the day is for churches.
Yeah, Arab's gonna croak and say lunch. He'll be like, lunch? Oh, sorry.
Your voice is like really weird today, Arab. You should get that checked out. But cool, we'll go at lunch today.
You sound a lot nerdier.
Hey. Me.
Are y'all okay with that?
I'm cool with it. We just have to. We have to. Part of me is nervous about Goldgrove kind of being on the same page as we are. Like, I feel like he knows there's something specifically at the Tymorra Temple, so we'll have to be extra careful. We might go for like we might want to go and check it out before we start trying anything.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
Good.
Okay. Is there anything else this evening?
Can I try and attune my flail?
You can try to. You guys already got a long rest in today. Throw me an Arcana check.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh my god.
Easy. That's
Oh,
perfect.
that's so sad. Every time.
With that, you all go to sleep and you wake up the next morning and Cass, you're heading out to get to go to see Garrett, right?
Yeah, I'll go see him.
Okay. As you are opening the door to leave, there's someone like there about to knock, and he stops and he goes, "Well, did you hear? Did you hear? The newspaper's been brought back here at Aetherwood, so enjoy a copy of the Chronicle. Make sure you remember to vote." And shares this with everyone.
Oh, my lovely.
If you click in the Zoom thing and change it to like in the percentage Zoom, there should be one that's like fit to page, something like that.
Yeah, we also have a leading white page. That's my bad.
Maybe there's information there, B. They don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, pee on it. See if there's secret ink.
Facts.
Raven's trapped here.
Christian, you just got a newspaper. I don't know if you saw that.
I've been paying attention. I was trying to connect it on my gaming laptop, but Roll20 does not want to load, so I'm back.
And then Cass, can I have an animal handling for just seeing Garrett?
Is Garrett the mole?
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously. Yeah, you're feeling Garrett, and Garrett is feeling you. And if you kind of just advise him a little about this idea of potentially like digging a tunnel, he shows you his ability to dig, and he drops on the ground and flips up some dirt a little bit, and then like looks at you and goes,
Nice. If do they have like a den or something they sleep
yeah.
in?
They have like a little like giant doghouse, effectively, like outdoor doghouse, but giant.
Can we start digging from there?
Yeah, if you go inside there, you'll see that there's already like a pretty significant hole in the ground that they seem to burrow into at night. Because Garrett's not the only giant mole. There's also a female giant mole in there with Garrett. But yeah, he's like shows you the hole, and like his wife like sticks her little head out of the hole and then goes back in it.
That's so funny. Okay, well, we're gonna start digging.
You're currently here. With that 21 animal handling, you feel like you can get him going in that direction. As he starts digging, you realize that it's not going to be like immediate or quick process. He can dig a hole, but to get it structurally sound enough that it doesn't immediately just fill in behind him is going to take him a lot of time. Because when he digs, dirt falls behind him, and they just kind of continue the burrow. But to make a full tunnel, you get the vibe that it's going to. Give me an insight check.
I grew up raising these things as well.
Give me an insight check and advantage. Oh, you already rolled it. Yeah, 25 is fine. It's going to take about 3 weeks to get a really solid tunnel from here to the temple into the Temple of Tymorra.
Oh.
But Garrett is happy to start on that.
Can I connect it to like the main tunnel system from there?
If you do that, because you'll still have to do the extension, it would cut the time down to about a week and a half.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Where would you like the tunnels to go? Like, where would you like it to connect from the bestiary to?
Let's do bestiary to. I think 12 is closer.
Okay. With that, then Garrett starts digging in the direction of 12, kind of waves to you, and then disappears into the dirt. He seems to get the vibe of what you want from him. But then you're able to rejoin the group who is reading their newspapers, it appears.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, are you guys planning to head to the church at lunch, you said?
Yes.
Okay. With that, let me flip you back over to the temple map. And you guys wander in around lunchtime, and there's probably like 3 or 4 students who are in different areas. Some are eating at like some of the tables, some appear to be studying. There's one praying. But you don't feel like when your initial things feels like no one's really caring what you do. They're just you're here and they're doing their own thing. But you guys walk in.
Is Oak anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
16.
You don't see Oak.
Okay.
Guys, let's spread out for a little bit. Meet back here in 3 minutes. Note if anyone is being suspicious. If you see, you know what. And yeah, that's about it.
Everyone give me an investigation check and place yourself in which room you would be searching. Arab and Iam are going to together search this room here.
Are all these rooms available to search?
Yes. And B, can you roll an investigation check for Arab/Iam, just one of them? I don't care who.
All right. I'm sorry, Arabs was open, so.
Oh, that's perfect.
Hey.
Yeah. Arab and Iam end up bickering in the other room about inappropriateness of cutting hands off. Asheen with a 19, Cass with that. Wait, oh no, that's not Cass. Raven with a 10. I'll go through this Mog 17, and then Cass 23. Don't worry about rolling for Bud. He's not going to do a great job of looking. That's not his skill set. Even if he rolls the nat 20, if anything, he's going to accidentally find something.
Can we have a Sheen or Cass be in different rooms?
They chose the same room, so I'm going to roll with that for right now.
Okay.
Raven, this room, you kind of like are searching around it, and it's almost like a small herbology lab that seems dedicated towards plants that are used in Tymorra as services. And you kind of walk in and you get really enthralled by this plant on this table that you're like, this is really cool. And it turns out that you get like really, really close to it. And it appears to be a Venus flytrap type plant, which bites your nose a little.
Great. Thank you.
And that's what really sticks out to you in this room. Mob, this room here is a classroom, right? And it's set up for very independent study type things for Tymorra. And you just get like a very strong sense of longing for family when you're in this room. And that's really what sticks out to you. It almost has that like Meredith, it almost has like a Goldwyn smell to it, like a leftover Goldwyn smell. And that sticks out to you. Asheen and Cass, on the wall, this wall here, there is a stained glass window that looks like this, that sticks out to you because it's almost it's confusing to look at, and it almost moves a little, it feels like, to your eye. But it seems to be depicting a mixture of stars in like the top left corner, mixed with different coins, gold coins stacked in weird ways, but almost kind of melds into a field of grass and sky and plants behind it. And Eam and Aram continue to bicker.
Oh, wasn't Em a glass blower? I'm gonna call for Em.
Yeah, Ian will hustle in there, more than happy to leave behind Arab, who's yelling at him.
I'm gonna ask what the heck is going on with this glass.
Give me a glass blowing check for Ian.
Oh, he does have proficiency in that for some reason.
Last session he got it. Yeah, he's gonna like go over, put his hand on the glass, and he's gonna go like, "This is glass." Location and origin TBD.
Thanks, Em.
He'll smile at you and go take a seat. Cass, with that 23, there's almost like an aura calling to you from this window. It sticks out to you, and like even as you search other places in this room, that window feels important.
I'm gonna try and get everybody to come in and look at this glass.
All right, everyone looking, give me a religion check.
8.
Nice.
Yeah.
20
Oh, that
fucking
that
one.
can't have been Ian's, right? Was that Arab?
No, that was Arabs.
That not
Roll one.
Yeah.
Roll.
Asheen. Ian wouldn't know. It's okay.
Hey, Raven knows. Don't worry. Oh, Ian.
Oh, Ian. B. What are those rolls?
Sorry, man. I
No, Cat.
should have been here.
Everyone here is like, this is a load of gibberish. Like, this is nothing. And Cass starts to speak up, only for Raven to shove her way in front and go, by the way, this square looks like a dice, like 9 points on a dice. You guys see what I'm talking about?
9?
Or like 9 dots on a dice.
Yeah.
Top left corner.
The thing you said with stars.
Yeah, that's a symbol often used to represent the 8. However, there's normally one missing in the center because there's only, the 8. However, this has a 9th point in the center of what is a religious sign often used to mimic or to represent the 8. And that sticks out to you.
I'm going to say, I wonder if the 9th is murmur. Anyway, I think this is the door we should go in.
All right.
Is there like a door leading into this room?
Yeah, so there's this door that connects through a little courtyard to the room, and then there's a door here as well. There's 2 doors.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I wanted to make sure that they were like shut. And then kind of keep my ear up against one of probably the one that leads out into the like actual hall. Just to make sure no one's like coming.
Are you focusing hard on it or just kind of in the background?
I think Mog would be on lookout duty. I think he'd be focusing on the door.
All right, give me a perception check. And what are the other 3 of y'all doing?
So, in what I had been told, do we walk in the door?
Do you want to share the letter again with everyone?
Yeah, I'll share the letter. Is that the mysterious note?
Might be.
The 9th god is family. There we go. So the 9th god is family. All right. I'm just gonna attempt to walk through.
Ooh, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, Raven's like, I found it. I'm here. She kind of stretches out, takes a step, and just slams into the glass wall.
Damn.
Just slams face first
Damn.
into it. And you're like, that should have worked. You feel confident that if that was the way in, it
It would have
should've
worked.
Yeah. I like the whole idea that the door is just like a Mario like 64 door that you just kind of run into the painting and it goes when you're in.
I don't think that was out of the question.
It wasn't, honestly. An unlocked door is very in the question.
So we have to solve this puzzle, and we have to know about the gods about this. And we know that there are 8, and the 9th one is family. And
Which
we
is
are
my way.
Or
Well-
Arab? It couldn't be Arab, right?
Arab will try to walk into the wall as well, to no avail.
Are we supposed to all walk in at like the same time?
Will we fit?
Yeah, how big is this, Will?
This window is large. It's a large window. They couldn't all walk like side by side, but they could walk in like groups of 2 into it.
I mean, maybe if we hold hands.
We'll
I want
try.
to try that. I want to try
Yeah.
that.
You guys all hold hands. Bud like kind of has like a hoof on the back of Cassie's shoulder. Little Uzi is more than happy to hold Iam's hand, and you all walk and just run into the wall, only for everyone to slam into you. And Bud goes in, and everyone just kind of squishes up against the glass wall. Can I have a D100 from someone?
Oh no.
Who want to do it? I rolled a 1
Yeah.
last time, so I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you run into it, and the glass doesn't break. So that feels like a good sign.
What's in the center of this room?
Wait.
Yeah, so this room's set up for Arab would know that this room is used for a upper level Tymorra course that's more of a discussion based course. So it's set up like a circular room so people can sit off from each other and talk.
Are there 8 chairs?
There's as many chairs as on the map. I think there's 4 chairs.
Mm.
Maybe there's 5 or 6. Is 5 chairs? The number of chairs does not stick out to you.
I'm going to water the art.
How do you water the art?
That's
Water.
a great question.
From my jug. Splash.
Yeah, so you just pull out your water skin and just spray it on the window.
Yeah, just a little bit, not all of it.
Okay. The window appears wet.
I touched again.
Yeah, feels like a glass wall.
I also thought that was worth the chance. Can I have a history check to remember what her last words were to me specifically?
Yeah, give me a history check.
She's not dead.
Damn.
Yeah, her last words. Yeah, you remember whatever Kara remembers plus the letter you were handed.
Okay. So nothing more useful.
Mm. Bro, what if she's busy? Because I could talk to her, but then again, I don't know how much help I'm getting in 25 words. Hmm.
She refused to tell me how this worked and said that we would just know.
Not,
Well,
not,
obviously not.
not what she said. But someone else can roll me a history check and I can tell you what she said.
Yeah.
Please
I'll
don't.
go for it.
Nat 20?
Did you roll a nat 20?
I did. I didn't think
Yeah.
I would. I rolled it as a
This
joke.
is what you remember. You remember her saying, I don't feel safe talking about anything because I think we're being listened to and watched.
Okay.
But the very last thing she said is that you're going to need to have knowledge of the 8 for this. And that the door is hidden in the Temple of Tymorra. And then this letter that was handed out is the other information you have. You guys pretty much have the information that she left you. But the reason that she didn't share more was because she felt she was being listened to / watched.
Okay.
Same but different.
Always have faith in chance. All right. So do we need to I guess pray directly to Tymorra.
We can try.
I would love one of y'all to try this, not Arab.
Oh my! All right, all right.
Arab's
I'm with
a little tired of praying, actually.
Well, Arab need to get his ass in gear, but that's
that was
okay.
it.
Raven snaps.
Oops. Damn!
Shane, what do you say? What do you say?
Um, I remember. Well, I have Mog help me stack the coins and whatnot, and I tell her, I'm saying, hey, I know this is probably the first time I've talked to you. Matter of fact, this is the only time I've talked to you, but I feel like my luck's running out, and I need a little luck. Can you help us with this puzzle?
You feel a warm presence around you. And if you're a voice very clearly in your head in a way that Arab has wanted his entire life, in your head the voice says, fret not, my child, you merely lack the key. However, I can't imagine your teacher would have left you without. And it pauses for a second, and it says, without an idea of what that key might be. And then the voice fades away.
Guys, this has never happened to me before, and I'm now officially a follower of Tymorra. However, she said we need a key, and I don't know how, but she said we need a key,
You
and
don't
that
think of revelation is the key, do you?
I have no idea. All she said was that we need a key, and oh gosh,
Will
what's her
knock
name?
work?
What'd you say?
Will knock work?
You can try not.
We can always try knock.
Throw it out. Use the spell slot.
Stare at Raven.
Okay, hold on.
Just
I'm
remember,
pulling up
it
my
does make a
character
really
sheet.
loud knocking noise.
Are we
Yeah,
trying to be?
yeah.
Are we trying to be sneaky boys?
It's the middle
Yes,
of a
we are.
yeah, it's the middle
Oh,
of a day,
well then-
but we don't
Never
want
mind.
other people.
I was not aware that
Did she give us anything? Anything at all? And I'm looking to each and every one of you.
But any of the coins that Mog was stacking,
so what's
like,
sorry is the puzzle the stained glass thing?
Mm-hmm.
in the note.
Maybe. That's what we're trying to figure out.
What's the note?
That was given to us.
Mysterious
she
note.
left.
This is the note that Raven found one day.
Okay.
This is the window you are currently looking at in the Temple of Tymorra.
Oh, let's water it.
So you did.
We tried
Raven
that.
already squirted water on the window.
I see you.
And it didn't work. You also tried walking into the window, having Arab try to walk into the window, and then as a group holding hands and walking into the window, and none of those did anything.
That's
So
really crazy when you say it like that. I don't like that you said it like that. 'Cause those are great ideas.
So-
Those are great ideas.
I have tablets that tell Tymorra's tale that I got from a while ago when we were at the Oasis Pond, and I'm gonna try taking those in my hands and then walking in. And then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try and offer it to the window.
Yeah, the window doesn't do anything.
Are there
Someone roll me a history check. One of you.
are there any
I'm not
dice
good at
lying
history.
around?
Sheen rolled me a history check. Sorry, Marshall.
Got you.
You're good. Bless.
All right.
Actually, you feel confident because of your prayer and everything you know that you've seen this key before, right? The church or the God was like, this is a key. Like she wouldn't have left you without telling you an idea of what it is. You feel like it's something that you should know. It's like it's itching at you. This feels like something that should stick out to you that Meredith did or had or said or something like that. And it's not clicking, but you're like right there on the tip of your tongue.
All right. I relay that information. It's like, yo, we know this. I don't know how we know this, but we know this, and it's close.
And you
I
get
can
the idea
taste.
it's not a traditional key. You're not looking for like a key on a keychain.
It's a key phrase. That's gotta be.
It has to have told us something.
There's a dice at the top, a bunch of coins.
Are there any dice around this room by any chance?
They're not.
Okay. Do we have any books?
I don't know. Do you have any books?
I don't know. I'm looking through everyone's stuff right now.
Would
Um,
an entertainer's pack have dice in it?
The entertainer's pack might have dice in it, but I don't know. You'd have to look that up. You're gonna at this point hear a knock on the door, going, "Hello, I'm supposed to set up for lecture. Why is this door closed?" And he kind of starts wiggling the handle.
We're using it right now. We have 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, 10 minutes, but I gotta set up for lecture.
Okay, 10 minutes. You're early, okay?
I mean, class starts in 11 minutes, so I guess I'm kind of early. Okay, I'll come out here. And you just kind of hear like a slump as someone sits against the door.
I'm going to go up to the wall and go, I have faith in chance. I have faith in Tymorra.
Nothing happens.
Oh
I
god.
respect it,
What are we missing?
bro. It's
Are we stupid?
Can I roll a history check?
You rolled a 22. There's not much more.
bro, dog. That's
And I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna just say what it is. So
Well,
that's
yeah.
not happening.
Question.
I
for
need
the-
a hint, Hank.
What's that?
Question for the DMs: Are we stupid?
This is not. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Okay.
But
You're
Okay.
doing a lot of
All right.
you're doing a lot of very good thinking right now, I would say.
everyone take an inspiration for the very
I
good
already
thing.
had inspiration.
Then use it.
oh
Yeah,
my
right.
gosh.
Hold on to inspirations at times like they're gold. Oddly enough, you don't hold on to gold like it's gold. But that's fine. The 10 minutes pass, and this guy's like,
Oh,
I have to set up for class, guys. Can you guys leave?
Let's kill him.
No, we're
My
not
bad,
going
my
to
bad.
do that.
Student.
Cut his hand
We'll be
off.
back. We'll be
I'm
back.
gonna-
We know what it is. We'll be back.
Can I cast suggestion on him?
Yeah, this guy like opens the door and walks in, and it's like a little goblins like that you know to be like a teaching assistant.
No,
What do you say to him?
no, I'm gonna stop him from casting anything and be like, there's just gonna be a class that walks in soon.
Yes. Damn. Got a point. We'll be
Uh,
back. We know where it is.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he's gonna look at you and you start moving your hands to cast magic, and Raven like just elbows you out of the way.
Shit.
And this guy's gonna come in and be like, you guys aren't even members of the Sanctum Theologica. I've literally never seen any of you except for that guy, and points at Arab here. Go.
Oh,
And he
so
starts
now
You know,
like, setting out
I'm
paper.
hurt.
people can't find new paths in life?
You don't know who Tymorra is, okay?
I do. My auntie is Meredith Goldwind.
What do you know about Tymorra?
Wait, your aunt is Meredith Goldwyn?
Yeah, well, okay, not biological, obviously, but like, yes.
Oh, well,
Hey,
we
friend,
miss
I'd like to
having her here.
introduce myself.
What?
We miss having her here.
Yeah, me too. That's why we're here. I'm gonna
I'm Ian.
sob a little.
Oh, hello, Liam. So Why are you guys here then?
I miss my auntie.
Well,
you guys want to sit in on Tymorra 402? You guys are
yeah,
Yes.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I actually have an interest in glass blowing, and wanted to come and check out kind of the.
yeah, Ian, you already made a glass blowing check on the window. They had you do that. You did bad.
I know, but I want to tell the guy that
Okay.
way we have an excuse as why we're here. I wanted to check out the stained glass around the temple, and then our buddy Arab Amal here, he's a religious scholar, so he wanted to tag along just to check things out.
Oh, well, this is actually a really exciting one. This is our newest this is our newest window. Actually, it was actually only put in a couple years ago, and it really is a nice one. It depicts actually kind of the two sides of Tymorra, the good fortune in the sense of like playing a fortune game, but also the good fortune that hard work brings in. So you can kind of see her cultivating this garden in the back as you go further back here. All the crops and plants that are getting like water and sunlight and taken care of. And then up in the top, it has a dice. I don't know, a chance game, I think. Just a bit unique and a bit on the nose sometimes for Tymorra, but the rest really sticks out. Most of our other ones don't have the other side of Tymorra to it. And you guys don't have any classes of your own to get to, right? And you guys will all, if you stay for this lecture, you will be missing a class, just as a heads up.
That's fine. I'm a senior.
I agree. What are they gonna do?
Will everyone put a minus D2 to your third class on your list? I'm not even gonna look. That's the class you're missing.
Wow, you want to fuck me like that, huh?
I feel like it's gonna fuck me too. Hold on.
I might be going to class, guys.
That's my world history. I already have a minus 2d4 and a minus 1 to it.
I like the idea that you're missing world history when everyone else is missing something else, even though like that should be a class you have together. But I stand by
It's
it.
different.
Third
I
class.
use world history too.
Okay, I like it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my Fate Touch class. I'll see you guys later.
So Ian, are you dipping?
Yeah, I ain't missing Fate Touched.
Can I get an athletics check from EM as he sprints across campus to class?
Yes, you can.
What'd you call him?
Oh,
Yeah.
medium.
You look like a normal student running to class.
Only two students show up. You get the idea that there's only two people that might be Tymorra majors in the entire school. Like one's a cleric, one's a paladin, and he just starts giving a lecture. At first, he kind of starts talking, and he's like he kind of goes, "Oh well, since we have our new guest today, the glass guy left. I was going to talk about I'll talk about it anyway. So we have the stained glass depiction, and I want to know what Tymorra means to everyone outside of just chance. What is Tymorra to you?" And he goes to the first student, and that first student is he kind of stands up big, and you got the TA's like, "Oh, you don't have to stand. It's fine." And he stands up all big and goes, "Tymorra's the future, right? Like if you follow Tymorra, you're gonna have a good future. That's just easy. That's day one Tymorra." And then he sits down and looks at Mog and waiting for you to answer what Tymorra means to you beyond the chance part of it.
Mug's gonna stand up. Well, I don't think chance is too bad about it. I mean, it's by chance that I was taken in by a family of giants that, came into contact with some really cool people that ended up being a follower of Tymorra. I think that's chance, but to me, I guess it also kind of means family because it was through chance that I met my family, and then through chance I came here, and then I met all my friends. I don't know who you two are, but you seem cool, but like I like these guys a lot, so I guess that's kind of what it means to me.
Oh, cool. By the way, this is Alan. And that's Brick.
Yeah, okay.
And the guy who just stood up really aggressively was like Brick. And then Alan's the other student, and the TA, the goblin TA, is named Jeff, spelled with a G, like Jeff, GOFFF. Right? And that kind of passes around for a while, and they just talk, and the conversation kind of, that's just the appears to be the class. They just talk about Tymorra. At one point, Jeff is going to be like, so like, Tymorra's really cool though. And if you guys haven't considered her as someone to follow, like, let her be your gardener. Let her be your shepherd and your pastor and your pasture. Oh my God.
So, what is the key to following Tymorra?
You just have to cultivate that relationship, whether it's with taking chances, gambling, just investing time. You have to cultivate so that you can make that relationship that allows you to grow.
I'm gonna message Mog. New idea. I play Tymorra in a game of chance.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't think this is a good idea.
I'm
Ian
gonna message
says
that
right
to
there.
everyone. Okay.
Also,
You just
okay.
kind of take the time, message each person. They're all just like kind of look at you.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention in class really.
So at this point, he kind of the lecture kind of gets towards the end of it, and he's gonna say, "Let me read from you from a verse, of Tymorra, that I think really speaks to everything we have going on today." Let Tymorra be your leader. Let Tymorra take care of you in the way that you might tend to others, in the way you might tend to a field. You must water your plants, and you must feed your plants in your field, and you must harvest your crops when they are done. And in so, let Tymorra be your water, and let Tymorra and the sun be your food, and may you all be watering pails for Tymorra today. Amen. And he stands up and he's like, Alan, Brick, we should go. And they stand up and they leave. And they just kind of leave you in the room. And then Jeff kind of sticks his head back and goes, oh, we had the Grindhouse post this if you guys want to join.
But no.
Okay. Okay, no, that's fair enough. I hope you enjoyed the class and consider the future in Tymorra. And then he walks out. And you guys will remember that you guys played Jeff's team in Curse Banners Year 1. Absolutely blasted them.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, was it? Wait, didn't we?
My
finish,
God,
like, a
Linda, how did you
year
do
two?
that? That was awesome. Wait, sorry, what?
Wasn't Jeff's team like a second year?
Yeah, he's a teaching assistant now for the course.
Oh, I'm caught up. I thought he was a student. I'm like, oh, he's another Gumpy.
No. He's a TA for the course. He seems to be leading this 400 level course. So he's like
Oh wow.
right. Aetherwood has grad students. Didn't see that coming. No one ever asked.
Coming back. Are we coming back for round 2?
Oh my god.
You guys want to stick it out?
Oh my God.
Say,
Next campaign is just
I
graduate
should have
study.
announced that you could potentially come as grad students. And with that, I think as you guys are left in this room would be a great place to take a quick 5, and then Brendan will tell you what's happening.
Can I ask one question before we leave?
You can ask 2 if you want to.
Wow, I can ask 2. Okay. So obviously you guys make all this up as DMs. Is the god Tymorra an actual god in like regular D&D, or is that something you guys made up?
In regular D&D, we just kind of fill in. We take some details from that and kind of fill in a lot of the rest. Their knowledge of Tymorra, honestly, comes very heavily from Marshall's first character was a Tymorra follower, and then Colby's character in the last campaign was a Tymorra follower. So the Tymorra religion has really developed a lot from what they've done.
Yeah.
God,
So
Sorry.
anything you read online, I think she's a god in the Forgotten Realms. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you read on that, not all of that might be true. If there's like a wiki, some of it is, but not all of it, because we've I don't know. We don't use that as a guidebook. We come up with a lot of this stuff, and Marshall and Colby have come up with a lot too. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, Tristan, while you were gone this morning in session, you guys were handed this newspaper and told the newspaper's back again and make sure you guys vote.
And take a long rest.
Yeah, and you took a long rest. But did you have another question, Tristan?
No, that was it. I just wanted to see if I could look up anything.
You
about
can.
Tymorra.
It might help you, it might not. It's kind of that's why we have religion checks and stuff in this. But
I'd like to expand the bestiary facilities.
Nice. All right, let's take 5. I'll be back.
Oh, hello.
Shit, he is here. Hello.
Hello. I'm
Weird.
in the back office.
What?
What is happening? I'm hiding in the back. Oh, wait, the door's open. Let's see. Someone might be here.
I thought you were doing an Indian accent, and I was going to say that's incredibly racist considering your job.
Okay, they didn't need me. What's happening?
They found a mysterious painted or stained glass. They think might be the door to the plant in the Tymorra temple. They spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to get in. Splashing water does not work. Walking into it, both individually and while holding hands, does not work.
We're right there.
And then Asheen spoke to Okara 2012. This looks like if someone was like described 2012 in one picture. I don't think you can see it. It's not working. Damn.
Hey,
I'll
you
send
can't-
it commercial.
I couldn't really make it out.
You can send it to the group.
Cool. It's not a bad picture. It's just what 2012 looks like in a nutshell.
It's not not embarrassing.
Okay, do we have any hints or other or anything that sticks out about the stained glass window?
Can you see anything right now, Colby?
Or if I'm talking on the phone, I'm hiding in the back. Or let's see, I have it up on my computer at the front though. Let me see.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, have it up at the work computer.
Can you see the image?
Yeah.
We are so
It was described as a. Well, you described it. It was like.
Yeah. The thing that sticks out to you is that there's like coins and in the top left corner they found out through a religion check. There's this symbol that is the square with the 9 dots on it. That's a very common symbol of the 8. However, there's not normally a 9th dot in the middle, and the dots represent stars. Additionally, in the background, it kind of merges from this like all these things and stuff, like a very like traditional good luck Tymorra, to a field, almost a garden being taken care of.
I think I've got it.
Are you going to talk about the 9th god being family?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about we need to put water directly on the 9th star.
And then Colby, this was the other thing Raven had.
Okay.
Ideas we have like prayer, which I think is a good idea as we pray to Tymorra. And then I was thinking about playing a game of chance with Tymorra. I think
Oh yeah, you
yeah.
got
Asheen, what did you learn as well might be helpful to tell him.
yeah.
What?
Oh, I learned that we are missing a key, and it's technically something that Meredith either talked about or showed us or whatever, and that's what we're missing.
There's also this. This is the other bit of information.
What is this?
History check, you remembered that her last words to you were that she would tell you more, but she thinks she's been watched or listened to, and that you need to have knowledge of the 8 to approach this. To approach the challenge with the challenges, she said. But did Colby leave again? Are we?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, you just weren't on my screen all of a sudden.
Okay. Oh, do I have my camera on? I didn't realize that. Hello.
No, you're just a little yellow thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yellow square.
The 9th god is family. But Tymorra said we do not have the key with us.
no, it's not a traditional key.
I mean, she never specified. It didn't I would say based on the context clues, it didn't seem like
Yep.
you had figured it out yet. At least.
Got you. Is everyone here?
Yeah. EM went to class because you were gonna.
Everyone else skipped, right? They took
Yeah.
the negative just to skip class. Oh, you guys sat in on a Tymorra 402 lecture led by a TA, and it was a discussion about Tymorra being your gardener. And how he's going to kind of cultivate you into the future.
Is Ian back from class?
Because they
Give me
just did
a-
it.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. You.
Sprinting back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian
Definitely
got here flawlessly, fuckers.
back. Ian's definitely back.
Figuring out a better path.
Are there any like plants or coffers around this room? Or in the temple in general?
No, it's a classroom. There's just like a handful of desks.
Our elevator's this way now.
What about in the temple in general?
Yeah, there would be like offering type plates kind of at the front where the pews and stuff are. But with Tymorra, it's a little different. It's not like they give offerings in the same way. They're kind of also where they stack them. But it seems
Have we put gold stacked up to the garden?
No.
Can we do that?
He did when he prayed. He prayed to the stained glass, and he stacked up coins before he did that. And he rolled a nat 20 religion. Like he did that as well as you could do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we try group prayer? All praying to Tymorra.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold Bud's paw.
Well,
What's up,
attempt to lead it. Our dear Tymorra, we are in your hands. We are looking for a friend, Murmur, also known as the Flower, also known by a different name that I cannot remember or pronounce.
Iselin?
Yeah, that one.
Allegedly.
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 And we are in great need. You have great power. Please come lead us. We will solve your riddles and puzzles. Thank you.
All right, give me a religion check.
Let's go, Raven.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing.
beat you.
Yeah, nothing seems to resonate. It just kind of feels like you spoke in the air.
I'm gonna try and take one of the coins off of the stained glass mirror.
Nothing happens.
I can't do it.
You can take the coin. Yeah. You take the coin.
All right. Tomorrow.
Oh, wait. Like
Off
one of
window.
the.
Yeah, off the window.
There's like some in the window sill where Asheen did his prayer. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Heads, you let us play the game. Tails, we don't play the game.
All right. Do a D2. 1 is heads, 2 is tails.
This seems risky.
I did it.
Yeah, you flip the coin, and it lands on heads. And there's an air of silence in the room. And then it becomes uncomfortable as everybody realizes that nothing happened.
Okay, guys, I'm out of ideas.
Is there anything about the coins that Arab would recognize? Since we have to think about it. At first, I was thinking some sort of group prayer was the right way to go since they said knife down his family, but it'll have to be something that Professor Goldwyn would have been able to do alone. Is there anything about the coins arrangement that was significant to like followers of Tymorra?
Yeah, the teacher kind of talked about the significance of the coins in the mirror. It seems like there's definitely like a sentimental and kind
Oh,
of
the phone's ringing. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay.
Front desk with the best Wilson Plus. My name is Colby. How can I assist you?
Um,
I don't know, man.
I have a small idea. I don't know if it'll work. But can Mog go up to the window, turn around, and try and go through the window backwards?
I don't think we found a computer. Let me see. We didn't.
Is that? Can you all? Is he still there?
No, he's gone. He picked him.
I disconnected him. I didn't know that was possible, but he'll have to hop back in. Okay, you're good, Mog. Go ahead.
Can Mog?
Dude, it sounds like somebody lost their computer. How are they going to play D&D?
Wait, is that what just happened?
Yeah.
A mess.
Can Mog go up to the stained glass window, turn around, and try going in backwards?
Yeah. You bump back into it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I've got it. I figured it out. I figured it out.
What is it, man?
Let's go outside and water these plants.
Okay, I'm sorry. The phone rang. I had to do my job.
You're good. Just mute yourself next time you answer the phone.
Wait, what?
Mute yourself next time you're answering the phone or talking to somebody.
Oh, I
You
just
sounded
I
very
just walked to the
professional.
side. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
No, my bosses do love my phone etiquette. But
It's adorable.
Not
So
connected.
Ian wants to go outside and water those plants and see if anything happens inside.
Oh, what is the
How are you
other...
going to water them?
I don't
can
know.
I
I
ask real quick,
I got
what was the answer to my question?
The coins are arranged in like a symbolic way, having to do with the importance of chance, but they kind of meld into the garden, showing that Tymorra. I'm kind of butchering this, I think, but the professor, yeah, he was kind of explaining that the coins are representative of chance and that they meld into the garden because by chance everybody's connected.
Kind of the two sides of Tymorra, like the one that's the more traditional gambling, and the other side that like good fortune in general, outside of just money.
Yeah, but nothing.
Are there any other arrangements? Like, I know this might be a bit of a stretch. Is there a way to arrange them that would ask for luck in for family or something?
Nothing that sticks out to you as being obviously odd about it or like different. The coins also are part of the stained glass. They're not like separate of the.
Oh, I
thing.
was talking about the ones on the windowsill. Oh, okay. But yeah.
The ones on the windowsill are the ones that Asheen placed there to make his prayer. They weren't
Gotcha.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mog, what were you saying?
If Mog goes out with Eam, does the stained glass look any different from the other side?
No, it does not. It looks like the reverse of what you see inside.
Okay,
It's a real stained glass window.
Can I go up there and just press on it to make sure I can't get in this way while Ian's
Yep,
watering?
and it doesn't let you in.
Okay.
Ian, how are you watering these plants? If you're there.
I'm assuming I have some kind of supplies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you probably have a water flask or something, maybe.
Yeah, I'm assuming I have a leather canteen or something.
Okay, well, yeah, at some point you can figure out how to get water and put them on the plants, and nothing seems to change with that.
Is there a keyhole anywhere around this thing?
No.
Can I inspect the plants? Is there anything odd about them or around them or?
Give me a nature check, and you give me an investigation check, Cass, actually. No. At this point, it's becoming kind of later in the afternoon. You find yourselves hungry more than anything. Your heads are kind of hurting. You've been staring at this for a long time, like all day. And it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere right now.
Yeah. Let's come back.
Yeah.
Okay. On our way out, can I stop by the classroom where I had that like sense of missing my family, and kind of like go through the desk to see if there's anything in there, if no one's in here.
Yeah, give me an yeah, I guess if you're just looking through that desk,
Or I guess just like around in general, the desk would be the first place he looks, but if there's time, he would like to look more.
yeah, give me an investigation check, just to see if you're looking there. Are you guys gonna wait for him outside there, or are you headed to get food?
Oh wait.
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna wait.
Let's wait for him.
16.
16.
And I used my
You
inspiration.
search. You used your inspiration.
Yeah.
You search through, and it really, you feel pretty confident that this is a room that's dedicated to teaching, but you do find that it's a room that Meredith taught in, and you see a small pouch with a little M sewn into it
Meredith.
in one of the desks. It
All right.
says MG.
Yeah. I'm
Meredith,
gonna,
go.
yeah, if no one's around, I will pocket that.
Okay.
And then I'll just meet up with everyone, and I'll show them later.
All right. Yeah, and you can head and grab some food, and then head back to the dorm for the evening.
So, guys, that did not go as we wanted.
No, it didn't.
If there's any like rats or windows open or books or any weird stuff going on.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
And this is about the time Mog will pull out the bag.
Okay.
Damn it, Mog, that was smart. You're the best D&D player I know.
Well,
Objectively, I think Cass is the best one we've seen. Or
That's
Bailey in
very,
general.
no,
very true.
specifically Mako.
Yeah, that I can get behind.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that too.
Yeah, Mog, in your Cass, your investigation, you don't see anything. It feels like the room's empty.
Okay.
There's nothing sketchy, suspicious. It seems like it's as you left it.
Okay. We're all clear.
Mog, in that pouch, you see a collection of coins that are classically the coins that she would have used to put her like prayer together.
Okay.
How many coins are there?
I believe there are 8 in the collection. So paying homage to the rest of the gods, but
Okay.
What if we put the 8 around the little symbol?
Yo, I was just thinking that.
And then the last one access the button to open the door. I'm trying to see their eyes to see if anything changed.
Remembering back to the stained glass, were there any indentations in that the 3x3 formation that
Okay.
coins might have fit in, or was it just flat?
no, it looked, I mean, you guys spent all day looking at this thing. It looked purely like stained glass. It was there was nothing more, like there were no keyholes. There was nothing more significant about it than it just being a very pretty, like, stained glass window.
Okay.
And let's get a round of insight checks from everybody. You spent all day looking at this. You spent all day thinking about it. Let's see, maybe after some thought, some food, and a little
Do I have
rest.
advantage on it for some reason?
What?
Do I have advantage on it for some reason? Because I rolled a nat 20 on the other side.
No. Unless you wanted to use your inspiration, but you didn't say it, so
Wait, do we get inspiration?
Oh yeah, y'all did.
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't use it.
Okay.
I did not know we had it.
Cass
Okay.
and Ian,
No, that's
you are feeling pretty fed up with the whole thing. You start thinking about it, and it just kind of makes your heads hurt. It's like I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Arab and Asheen, you feel pretty sure you're missing something still. You think if you go straight back there tomorrow, you're not gonna get what you want. You're not gonna get in there. Mog, yeah, you just kind of feel indifferent, and like not indifferent about it, but you think about it and you just have a lot of trouble connecting the pieces. Raven, you definitely get the feeling that you're missing something. And you get the feeling that you're missing something physically. That's not a prayer. It's not trying to talk to Tymorra, and it might not have anything to do with Tymorra at all. It's something you're missing a physical key. You kind of think about what Asheen said that Tymorra had said to you, and you're feeling that there's something physically that you need to get.
Okay.
Colby, what's happening over there?
I'm gonna mute him tonight.
What do you mean?
You're just you got like an air fryer going in the background or something.
I heard a cart being pushed.
Oh, no, that was our front doors. They were loud.
Oh, okay.
I am going to share that with the group that we need some type of physical key, but it is not a normal key. But we need to go find it. Like we don't have that, and that was my feeling.
Well, the night god is family. Does anyone have a family member around?
Oh my god, wait. Mog got a letter last session that his aunt is visiting. His other aunt. Meredith's sister. What month is it?
It is October.
Oh.
It's the 8th right now.
Oh shit, she's visiting this month.
And she will be there.
Yes, because they use the Caesarean calendar.
They do, thank you. And she said early November, likely.
Oh, okay, so we have like a month until she gets here. But
Okay, but I feel like she couldn't have known that, you know.
I mean,
We don't
yeah,
have that long.
They all
Does-
also Meredith and Aneth like famously don't get along.
Yeah.
Is Meredith's office still there?
I don't know.
Was anyone put into Meredith's position after she was removed?
Yeah, because we need to raid that office. By we, I mean like some of us going invisible and raiding that office.
Mayhaps our road.
Mayhaps
I can do that, but what are we looking for now?
something. It's not. It's not a key though. It's not like an actual key. It's something though. So just start taking stuff, and we'll figure it out later.
Interesting.
Yeah, you to answer your question from before, as far as you know, she nobody took her position, and the fact that there was a TA teaching a Tymorra class might lead you to believe that nobody did.
Yeah. We need to raid that office.
Who has sending, by the way?
Your boy.
Okay.
Arab does too.
If I remember correctly, I basically forced Aneth to meet the whole party. And if we have multiple castings of sending, we could potentially ask her questions. If we need to. I don't know if she would know anything. It's kind of a long shot, but it is something to keep in mind.
If we're gonna ask anybody, why don't we just ask Meredith?
We're not
We
sure
really
she's in a
could.
position to respond.
She hasn't been responding. Arab had sent her a couple sendings, and he had gotten nothing back.
Yeah, and Aneth is not. She's not a part of the conservatory, like in the slightest. But she is also a follower of Tymorra.
So, what do you want to send to Aneth?
Well, I'm just saying that's an option if we can't think of anything else. If we just need a direction to go.
I think we're missing a coin.
I do too, and I'm very confused. So behind this is murmur.
I will say, with all of your thought and with that insight, you feel pretty confident that this is where you're supposed to go.
Does Arab remember any items that Meredith gave them that she seemed to make a deal about giving to us?
Give me a history check. Oh, I can do it for you if you need.
Yes, please. And go to inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
Never mind.
I already rolled it. I already rolled it, and I rolled 2 2s, so we saved you there.
Not the inspiration of the tutus.
No, he said no, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, not that you can think of. Everybody's kind of tried to reach back into their memory, and nobody's really coming up with something solid. But yeah, the next.
Do you guys
What
want to sneak into Meredith's room? Her office?
It would have to be kind of like a 1 to 2 person mission because our group party stealth is not exactly the best.
Yes. Say Arab.
No, we're not all going as a gang.
Say his name.
I just don't know what she would have left in her office.
Yeah.
A 9th coin.
A map that said murmur here.
I will say, you guys are falling asleep, and you kind of go to sleep, and so we're waking up on Wednesday morning at this point. You're all dead tired on Tuesday night, but Wednesday morning rolls around.
I mean, I think we have to go back.
Why don't we search the Tymorra temple when we go back, at the very least?
Yeah.
That way, if the key is there, then we'll know.
We probably should try not to skip classes though, because then it'll draw attention.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll head over there, but not long enough to skip classes.
Yeah, so if you remember, lunchtime was about when it was least busy, but you could also just go in the afternoon after your classes are up. Arab would know, however, on Wednesday afternoons, they do have a group study session in the Tymorra temple.
Let's go in the morning before classes. Or between classes. Even if it's just for like an hour.
Yeah, so like morning or lunchtime.
Yeah.
Any, which one are we doing?
Let's do lunch.
That works.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, so you guys go to your morning classes, and then head into the temple again after lunchtime. I'll drag you over there. You open the door, and there are a handful of students in there, and one person does stick out to you, kind of standing in the entryway, like leading up to the pews. You see Joseph leaned against the wall, kind of. He just looks like he's staring off into space, but when you open the door, he'll turn and smile at you. Ah, my favorite group of students. How are you all doing today?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
We like Tymorra now.
Me too. Been thinking about changing up my life and could use a little good fortune, huh?
Are you following us again?
I was here first.
Touche. And I'm gonna leave him. And I'll message everyone individually and go split up, look for the key.
All right. You guys want to put yourselves where you are?
I'm gonna give him the finger as I walk by.
Why is Jessup face so much smaller than theirs?
I don't know.
Because he's a bitch.
That
Yeah, he sees Raven. He sees you go into this room, and he just kind of slowly walks over and stands in the doorway.
sus.
So you all split up to pray? Is that right?
Yeah, you don't pray in groups. You should know that as a Tymorra follower.
I admit, to my naivete, I'm just learning. Could
Okay.
you give me some tips?
No.
Too bad. Yeah, all of their faces are big for some reason.
I couldn't tell what the issue was.
All right, could I get investigation checks from everybody for where you are, and kind of describe where you're searching specifically?
I will be walking along the outsides pretending to chant and pray while keeping my eyes peeled for anything that sticks out to me.
Okay.
Oh, Aram.
Aram.
Oh,
Oh
is
no.
he on here?
No.
I think you just saw everyone rolling investigation checks and rolled one.
Bruh.
I mean, that's accurate.
Raven, I'm sorry. You said are you in that classroom just looking?
I'm over here. So I was doing a perimeter search, keeping my eyes out for anything that looks like a key while chanting a prayer. And the prayer is going to be mostly nonsense that I make up on the spot.
All right, can you give me are you trying to hide anything? Like, are you trying to make it sound like you're doing an actual prayer? Or are you blatantly doing something made up right now?
No, I'm trying to sound like an actual prayer, but I'm also being pretty brazen about it.
All right, give me religion or deception. All right. It sounds like a real thing.
Cool.
At least to the untrained. You're all searching for the key in the temple right now.
Did you, boo boo?
Asheen?
Arab did not find.
No. Arab didn't. Asheen, where are you looking? Just kind of in the entryway?
Yeah, hold on one second. My computer was loading, but let's see. I want to go back
Arab can't find his
to
own fucking feet.
the window.
Herb's like, I have feet.
You're gonna go back over by the window?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, give me your investigation whenever you get it, but I'll go on to pass. What are you looking at?
Looking at the plants and under the boulders.
The plants and under the boulders.
Don't take the challenge ahead lightly. Something heavy.
It's not bad. I think all of the windows in his hotel just broke.
It's kind of hilarious, right?
Cass, you don't see anything, but you do under one of the boulders find a kind of a rare glowworm that you would recognize from your time in the mines. But it provides about 5 feet of dim light in all directions. It's a very bright worm that sometimes people would use to like light up lanterns in the mines.
Take that.
That's a huge find.
Pretty cool.
Where are you looking? Kind of in that courtyard?
Yeah, I want to check out this rock here, as well as this flower.
Yeah, the flower's a rose, and you prick your finger on it, which is unfortunate. And then the rock, you find a loose stone, and it's kind of like a rock that's embedded into the ground as a path. And you find a loose stone, and when you lift it up, there's nothing under it.
I want to dig in the dirt underneath the rock.
Yeah, you just kind of get some dirt in the cut, and now you're a little worried about it.
Tennis.
When was the last time Ian got tetanus shots?
He had to before his world tour, obviously.
Right. Yeah, you'd have to be up to date on his shots for that. Mog, where are you searching?
Whatever this room was.
Kind of the pews. This is like where the main service happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see just some things like they put out pamphlets with like the hymns on them for this week's prayer or this week's session, a worship session. Sorry. But nothing else of note. Arab and Asheen, you find each other and are convinced that somebody is following you. But it's each of you.
I think that's really fair.
Yeah.
It'd be like
What they
that.
rolled.
All right, can Arab give up on looking for it and just he actually might go into where the stained glass is and look for a potential keyhole, even though he knows it's not a literal key. If it's physical, I assume you have to put it somewhere.
Yeah, I said last night when everybody was kind of thinking about what they did with the day. You feel confident there is not a keyhole. It's a stained glass window. It's a pretty stained glass window, and it's a notable stained glass window, but ultimately it's just that, a window. There's no obvious hole or mechanism to lead to anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, with that, it's probably time to get back to your afternoon classes for the day. So we can do that, and then reconvene in the dorm again tonight.
So what you guys find?
Bro, this is some bullshit.
I got a pamphlet.
I don't understand.
What are we doing? Like, for real, what are we doing?
We're trying to get to Murmur, but it's impossible We need a fucking key that we just cannot get.
I mean,
I think we should just give up.
I think
You know,
we definitely don't need to give up. I think the bright side to this so far is that if we can't figure it out with all of the experience we've had with, Meredith as a reliable instructor, then there's a decent chance that, Gold Grove and all of his little cronies haven't been able to get to it either. And that's probably
or
why
we're
Judge
just really stupid.
maybe.
It's one or the other.
I can't figure out what they mean by always have faith and chance and know that the ninth god is family. I'm not sure what that could mean.
All right. Do any of you have a background in? Oh, Arab has a background in the library. Do any of you feel like you have a particularly literary background?
Oh, Sheen would.
A Sheen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we look at them rich people schools.
All right, relax.
He definitely had a humanities course.
Mhm.
No question. Maybe like
All right.
6 years of one.
Yeah, I'm just thinking somebody who has experience reading a lot and maybe with like research in some aspect.
Yeah, that's a Sheen.
Yeah, I think a Sheen and Arab. I'll give you guys that. That makes sense. Why don't you both give me? It's a good check. Let's see.
Insight.
Yeah, I know. We always do insight. I'm trying to come up with something that's.
That's my best.
Sleight of
So
hand.
we can do it again.
Sleight of hand's nuts.
Yeah, all right.
Wow.
Let's do insight. Actually, a Sheen, you give me Arcana.
Okay.
I 100% thought you were about to say, all right, let's do sleight of hand. Man.
Come on.
And I'll
And
burn
I
the
was gonna-
inspiration.
Okay.
Wow, that was really a tale of two
Ow.
halves.
What is.
That's really bad today, Arab, because I think B.
My boy, refresh. I need you to refresh.
I was rolling really poorly for Arab earlier too, so it's just the character today. I'm sorry.
The trunk was not open, and now the trunk is open.
Okay. Is this logged out right now? No one else is out there?
What I get?
I'm going to take a look at that then.
And I don't.
You're with Nate, Alina Shane.
Yeah.
Let's go.
A Sheen. You feel like with the location of the symbols on the glass pane, it looks like it was intentionally done and kind of artistic. It also looks vaguely like a portal rune. It looks vaguely like that. But like they've done it in some very subtle kind of way.
Okay. Okay.
So let me
I relay that information.
Okay. Let me as a DM propose something. Okay. You guys are thinking about this. You've done a lot of thinking. And I think maybe if your characters spend some time over the next couple of weeks thinking about it and doing some research, they might come to more conclusions if that research is pointed in the right direction.
Okay.
And so what I'm thinking is that maybe we take a couple of weeks, we skip ahead, do some downtime rolls, and we see, based on what you guys do in those 2 weeks, what we might come up with.
As a DM,
Yeah.
if I tell you what I think is the correct thing to do, will you tell me if I'm right? Because I have an idea after reading the wiki on Tymorra, but I just don't know how to do it.
I will let you make a roll to determine if you think that it's actually a good idea. If Ian
I
thinks
think
it's a good idea. Okay.
So my idea is, so I know Tymorra has this like symbol that they wear on like a necklace. And I'm wondering if we use that symbol, if we shine the light from the stained glass into the center of the room, if it opens up some sort of hatch.
Like full Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I know you
Uh,
love fucking
I do love Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say there's nothing obvious in the middle of the room that looks like there's a desk in the middle of the room. It doesn't look like there's anything there that would
So
need
it sounds like we do have to shine the symbol somewhere, though.
I'll let
All
you pursue that if you want.
All right. Ashina's gonna look up portals.
Okay, over the next. Are you guys cool with skipping a little bit of time?
Yes. Ashina's gonna look up portals during that time.
Also, those of you who are employed, you have
Like a long time death.
you have a lot of money.
Oh shit.
We
Let
already
me see.
have a
So
lot of
from
money.
the summer,
Oh boy, it's been a minute.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So at the end of this period, you will have 13 weeks of pay.
Oh, what was I getting paid?
I think you get 5 gold pieces a week. Or some of you got a raise at some point.
Yeah, I think most everyone got a raise.
My raise was to 3.
13 weeks, did you say?
Yeah.
Raven, weren't you gonna use your job to pay for your tuition for the second half of school?
Yeah.
Yes.
You should also be getting 3 then. Now,
Should be getting what?
3 gold instead of 6 gold per hour or per day.
Okay.
Is that per day or per week?
Per week.
Week.
Oh, per week. Sorry, God.
If it was per day, that would be an
No,
insane.
sorry. I just remember Raven saying that she had enough money for the first 2 years, but not the second 2. And I'm pretty sure she got paid full time last year, so
I'd survive off tips.
they were going through a headmaster change. It was a weird time. Students were possessed.
I mean, yeah, I got possessed.
You got possessed. They just weren't charging tuition the way they should.
Also during no, never mind. It's not.
I am going to say that during this 2 weeks, I will be voting for that rebate.
Oh yeah, what does everybody vote for?
Oh.
I vote for the rebate and I vote for the book.
You get 1 vote.
One? What the hell?
Yeah, vote for me.
What are you talking about? I thought it was like different item tickets or whatever, not like one.
No, it's voting on what to allocate the money for.
Oh, yeah, give me that rebate.
Does it?
Oh, I muted Arab a while ago. Is he here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been talking.
Era, did you
I'm
see the newspaper to know what vote we're talking about?
No idea.
B, can you explain?
Oh yeah. Can you see your screen right now, or are you playing blind?
Or one second, I was at the back. I'm heading towards the
Yeah,
front.
my
I'm gonna go
uncle's
to the
new
noise.
vote.
I can just explain it to you too. Gotta find it.
Does it list what the expansion to the grindhouse entails?
Hey, man. We're not going to be here. We are seniors.
Unless we
We
come
are
back
not
for
going
grad
to
school.
be here. Huh?
We got grad school.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Bro,
I
Raven
they're
will
dead.
still be
It's
waiting
the
at the
problem
grad
with every
school.
university in this goddamn country. Everybody always votes for the short term. You gotta think about them students long term, bro.
What are we doing with the zoo, man?
You telling me
What
there
are we
was
doing with the zoo?
because A&M got a hotel? Fuck them.
Can I get the explanation? It's not really working if I'm on the pop up. Is it on my
Yeah.
work computer?
Yeah, I got you. It says, thanks to intervention by Headmaster Eris Goldgrove, the Senate has allocated funds for a project to help revitalize Aetherwood. Please cut out this section, mark your vote for what funds should be used for, and return this ballot to the ballot box in the Biblioplex by Friday, November 2nd.
Cass, how are you voting for money? You have to vote for the zoo.
And so the options are revitalization of the temples to the 8,
Ooh.
purchase of about 2,000 new books and tomes for the Biblioplex,
Don't need it.
to which rebate of 400 gold pieces per student.
Oh,
Expansion of the bestiary facilities to establish a national zoo on the grounds, or expand the grindhouse is the last one.
Yes.
On both.
Arab would vote for the temple.
Okay.
Cass, I'm really disappointed in you.
I'm digging tunnels. I don't want people to fuck up with my tunnels.
But there could be more moles.
Of course, I want a zoo, but right now I'm digging tunnels. I've spent so much time digging tunnels at this point.
All she yearns for the
It
tunnels.
really does.
Yearns for the mines.
Yearns for the mines.
All right.
Yearning for the grindhouse? What?
Unexpected turn.
I don't know. I think it makes sense for him.
Did you each vote for something different except for 2 for the rebate?
You see
Yeah.
it.
Intriguing.
Democracy.
That is
I'm
democracy.
saying.
This is why we have a two-party system, because we can't get anything done.
Okay, y'all are not the only students at this school.
All right. Ian, we'll go to you first. What are you up to over these next, let's say, 3 weeks?
Yeah, so Ian is going to
Oh.
do research on the music and any sort of singing / chants that may, because I know the puzzle that we have to figure out, it's involves all the 8, right? Not
That
just-
is what. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, so Ian wants to research like all the musical / songs / chants for religion, like all the different gods, specifically focusing on Tymorra, but kind of keeping track of any other books that he might come across that will be good for future puzzles.
Cool. All right, give me a D100 and give me a D20.
Do I need to do like a wisdom or something?
Yeah, I guess we can do something with a modifier. You can, I guess, since it's musical based, I see what you're doing there. You can use you can do a one of your musical modifiers.
Hell yeah, I can.
Wow,
That was really shitty for a plus 11.
All right. So you spend time in the Biblioplex looking at things. You spend time talking to your the music professors on campus, and you learn some hymns for the various gods. Specifically, a few Tymorra hymns. You can add that to your arsenal now, as you know some of the great tracks that are played in Tymorra temples around the country. But with regards to what could be considered a key, you haven't come up with anything. And if you've tried to, you at this point you've tried to play some of these songs in front of the window, and nothing seems to be happening with the musical information that you've learned. But you do gain a few new Tymorra songs in your arsenal. And then.
We tried holding hands already.
Yeah,
That's
no,
makes
sorry.
sense.
Colby wrote in the hidden area of the map you can't see what is the key, so I texted him that the key is friendship.
Maybe the key was the friends we made along the way.
That's the thing.
It
Maybe
didn't work.
maybe the murmur is the friends you made along the way.
And Ian, while you're searching for this stuff, you don't know where exactly you got it from, but you got a little bit of a cold during this time. And it's not bad. You're fine, but it's kind of annoying, and you have a stuffy nose, and it's a pain in the ass. And I'm sorry for you rolling a 58, because that's what that got you.
I obviously got it from my girlfriend.
Oh yeah. um, I was gonna say Christian, but he is not there. So Kara,
Yeah.
what are you doing over these next few weeks?
I'm gonna read my book, The Revelation, and then force everyone else to read it too. And then I'm gonna read all of my other books that I have.
Okay. Ian, if you want to give me an intelligence check for reading the Revelation as well, because she did find that copy and tell everybody to read it. So I'm assuming that everybody has at least a little time to read the Revelation.
Okay, cool. I'll start putting in what people read as you guys send those in.
Thank you. So Kara, can you give me an intelligence check and then a D100, please?
Damn.
Nice.
I comprehended. 64.
What classes you're taking 4 classes, right?
Yes, I am taking
What's the third class on that list?
religious healing.
Religious healing. You find one day when you go to class, everybody leaves, including the professor, and you hang out in the room for a second. You're packing up your stuff. You're the last one in there, and you see that the professor left a stack of papers on their desk.
I sneakily go up there and see what they are.
Yeah, when you flip it over, you see that it's basically their notes is like writing out what they plan for the final.
Is the professor there? I'm
Nope.
gonna do a scan.
They left, everybody.
I'm gonna turn invisible and read through all the notes.
Cool. You get plus a D10 to that class.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I currently have advantage minus a D2 plus a D10.
Cheating works.
Eric does make a good point. I think you were promised that.
Well, on the stipulation that we write a paper.
That's true.
But yes.
All right. Mog.
I think he is going to continue his research for his history paper on crafting legendary weapons, but also lean a little bit more into like iconography for Tymorra and Bishaba, and try and see if he can glean anything out of their connection in reference to the stained glass.
Okay. Yeah, give me. You can do either religion or intelligence
They're the
for
same.
that research. Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. 17 on that intelligence.
17. All right, nice. And then roll me a D100 as well, please.
He's not another one.
Was that his intelligence check, or was that something different?
That was the intelligence.
That was
for the.
Yeah, that was for his research though. That wasn't like. Yeah, can you also give a check for an intelligence check for reading the book?
Oh,
unless
the
you're
Revelation.
making a stand not to read it.
No, he'll do his due diligence. Oh, okay, 12.
12? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Colby, you're writing on top of what you wrote before.
What the fuck is he even writing?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's impossible to read now, actually.
Okay, so with your 17, you're researching the iconography of Tymorra, who else did you say? Tymorra, or like all the gods, but more specifically?
All the gods, Tymorra and Bishaba.
Bishaba, gotcha. Yeah, with regard to the glass pane, you don't see anything in there that really sticks out other than the extra dot in the middle of the normal symbol of the 8. You find you and a Sheen are talking at some point, and you do see you have a thought about, or you see what he's talking about when he points out that it looks kind of like a rune for a portal. And so you see that in there when you're specifically looking at like the orientation of everything. It is odd how similar it is to the rune of a portal. You feel confident at this point that there is a connection there. Other than that, you don't glean any more insights into what the key could possibly be from the orientation of the panes of glass. You feel confident that whatever the key is, it's independent of what is like I guess okay, not quite independent. Sorry, let me think about it for a second. There is some meaning in the panes of glass, and specifically you find meaning in the garden portion of it.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Not the coins, not the chants. It doesn't. You don't think that there's something to do with that. With Tymorra, it seems like the garden, which isn't common. It's not like every sect of Tymorra emphasizes the garden, but this pane of glass has, and that sticks out to you.
Okay.
And with a 43, one day while you're walking over to the Sanctum Theologica, you see a small orange cat run across your path and then stop in the bushes to your right and kind of get under them and look at you.
I'm chasing that cat.
Just like running at it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you meet cats?
it will run away as you run after it. Are you gonna try to catch it, or are you
Yeah.
just trying to chase it off? You're trying to catch it?
Yeah, 100%. Mog doesn't get much interaction with cats, and I think he thinks they're cute.
All right, give me an athletics check
Okay, I'm good at those.
against this cat's dexterity.
Oh,
You're fucked.
I got a 7.
Cats are really dexterous.
Oh, 13.
Not dexterous.
What did I do? Oh god, I got a 13.
It didn't roll very well. You managed to catch the cat. It will immediately start trying to scratch at you unless you kind of hold it out.
I got scaly skin, but I will hold it out and just kind of just be like, "Oh, you're so cute. I'm gonna name you Cinder."
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh no.
Yeah, you at this point
10.
between
A flat
finish
10.
At 10. It stops trying to scratch you and seems to kind of resign itself to being there, but it doesn't seem happy about it.
That's fine. I'm gonna put it in my arms and kind of pet it, and I'm gonna go find Cass.
Yeah, it wants to get out of your arms. It will struggle against you. Not that you can't just like keep it tight, but it's definitely struggling the entire way over to Cass. But you can show up to Cass.
Cass, I found a cat.
Hell yeah.
Can you tell it to calm down? I'm not trying to hurt it.
Yeah, actually, I'll cast Speak with Animals, and I'll tell it to like relax, like it's not going to be hurt or anything.
This jackass lizard grabbed me, and I can't. I'd like to go hang out under my bush, please. There's a nice dirt spot down there. Do you have any food? Do you have food?
Yeah, of course I have food. And then I'm going to take it back to the dorm room. I'm going to take it from Mog, and I'm just going to hold it, and I'm just going to, like, make chit chat, and I'm going to be like, I get it. When you find a nice dirt spot, there's nothing, like, better than that. Like, you just come back here, hang out with us, we'll feed you constantly, and you just show us the dirt spots. Do you think that's a good, like, exchange for friendship?
Give me persuasion for the cat.
Oh, I'm not good at persuasion.
You chose to cast Speak with Animals.
13's pretty good.
All right. it seems hesitant, but it will go back, and as long as you feed it, do you feed it?
Yeah, of course.
It seems content to show up every once in a while, and Mog, you will notice it more and more frequently on your walks.
Hell yeah. I won't run after it after the first one.
Yeah, it seems like the first few times it sees you, it'll like kind of cower and like get ready to take off, like it's getting ready to run from you. And then when you don't run after it a few times, it seems more comfortable.
I'll pick up like cat treats from the animal place and then like load Mog up with them.
Hell yeah. I do have a question though. If I walk by and I don't see the cat there, can I go and look at the dirt spot?
You can go outside.
That's why I thought now would be a great time.
Yeah, you can.
Is there anything in the dirt spot?
It's outside.
Give me an investigation check.
You got caught.
That's witty.
Yeah. There is something there. You go down and it's like it's just kind of under the bush. There's this little pocket where there's some room. And you crawl down there and you're looking around and there's a really well-worn spot of just dirt. Like there's grass all around it, and this spot is very clearly well-worn. Something has been rolling around in it. And under a like thin layer of dirt, you find an old dirty key.
Okay.
She has an email today.
What does the shape of the key look like?
Looks like a classic, like when you think of the shape of like an old school key,
Okay.
looks like that.
Okay. I'm gonna say an apology in the air, and I'm gonna grab the key and kind of pat the dirt down, back to what it was, and then I will pocket that and bring that up to the group later.
Okay. Asheen,
I am here.
you're studying portals,
Yes.
and can I get a D100, please? Yeah, that's a good roll. You spend a lot of time over these next few weeks studying in the biblioplex, right? You're in there, you're cracking the books, you're reading all about portals. You spend a lot of time. They gave you access to the downstairs area, so you're like in the restricted section reading. You're going back up, you're reading all the books you can find, and you're very studious with this. You roll really well here, so you're reading, and you feel like you're getting a really good understanding of portals. And at one point when you go down to the basement to put one of the books back that you were reading, you hear this, like, you feel kind of a brush past your ear, kind of flicks your hair. You're initially, like, you turn around and you're like, what is that? And you think, oh, it's just a draft of air. And you keep moving, and then you start hearing whispers. And you keep looking around and you don't see anything around you.
I'll cast See Invisibility.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and you see little sprites that are kind of floating around your head. And they're whispering to you, and if you take a second and whisper, they don't seem to be, or take a second and listen, they don't seem to be meaning you any harm. And actually, they're whispering to you answers to questions. And if you listen closer and you start thinking about it, you realize they're answers to questions on a homework that you're working on right now.
Oh yeah.
And so you get to take advantage on one of your classes for the end of the semester. Your choice.
I love it.
75 was a good roll.
Yeah, all right.
And then regarding the research, so you study, there are a lot of different kinds of portals. There's like animal sacrifice portals. There's some where you draw shapes in the dirt, and then you have to bring in a bunch of components and throw them down. There are some that are just innately magic, and you can just touch them and they open up. There are hundreds of types of portals, and you're trying to find the one that you see in this glass pane. You recognized it, and so you spend these few weeks trying to figure out exactly what kind of portal this is. And by the end of this period, you feel very confident, 100% certain that this is a portal that requires a key, right? You already knew there was a key. But what that means is that you need something physical to carry up, hold up to this portal. And when you have this also magical item, you know that it needs to be some kind of magical item. You carry it up and you hold it in front of this pane. It should open up, and the portal should open up.
So it is the fucking symbol.
Huh?
It is the symbol.
You feel confident that whatever you need, that the key that you're looking for is an item, and that it is magical.
All right, I told everybody.
Cass, what are you doing?
Well, Cass is going to work, right? During time.
Yeah, everybody's working still, but
Cass is taking her flail to work and is saying, "Help me, like I'm 5. Help me figure this thing out, please."
okay. All right. Are you doing any research regarding the?
Yeah, I'm gonna read the book and oh, here you go. I'm gonna read the book and then I'm digging tunnels. But I'll do some research as well.
Into anything specific?
I'll look into Tymorra and gardening.
Tymorra and gardening.
In the lecture, he talked a lot about family and gardening. So I'm looking into Tymorra and gardening.
Okay, give me an Arcana check. Add advantage to attune to your flail, since you have all of the help in the world. Still not attuned.
God. But like I'm fine.
I know. Yeah, that's why you got advantage on it.
What if I take it every day to work?
Yeah, you did. You did take it every day, and you didn't get it.
Damn it.
And then can you give me a D100 and intelligence for reading the book?
And I'm digging tunnels.
Yeah, the tunnel. You got that going on in the background. You don't have to make a check for that.
Mams is working.
Cool.
All right.
So one day you're walking to the dining hall, and in the dining hall there seems to be something going on. There is a large orcish man dressed in chef's whites with a chef hat, who's standing kind of in the middle of the dining hall. It's been cleared out, and there's a space, and he is standing there. And he seems to be offering a challenge, and he's saying, if anybody thinks they can cook better than me, you could win a chef's knife. And he holds up like a very nice crafted chef's knife.
Going for it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Arab
is chef. But as Arab who's also there, as he's like, oh, Cass like jumps to the front, psyched about it, raises her hand and runs up.
This isn't like a group challenge. This is
No,
one-on-one.
it's you. Yeah, you gotta go against this guy. He came to the school to do a like a demonstration, and he wanted to offer a challenge to the students, and so you're taking him up. He's already beaten 3 students before you, but can you give me a dexterity check to impress them with your knife handling skills and your culinary skills? Oh, easy. Yeah, you kind of whoop him at this competition. the food you make is good, and it's on par with what he made impressively. But what impressed everybody the most was just like your amazing knife skills and the speed at which you prepped everything and got the entire dish made. So you can take a set of cook's utensils.
Great.
All right, Colby, if you were there, can you just message, or if you can talk, just tell me what you're doing over the next few weeks?
Vibing.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
So that, yeah.
Okay. Arab will be studying for his classes, his electives.
Okay. Studying. Yeah, give me a D20 and a D100.
Got you.
Arab said fuck the puzzle, am I right?
Finally!
Yeah, Arab did say fuck the puzzle. But you get advantage on rolls for 2 of your classes.
Damn.
Let's go.
Damn.
And an intelligence check, if you will.
An intelligence check as well, please.
Oh no, that's not his thing. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. A goblin market is set up on campus this week. There's like a traveling band of goblins that have come through, and they set up a little market. If you want to see if you can find anything useful there, go ahead and take 5 gold pieces off of your character sheet and roll me a d20.
Oh.
Okay. Did you do 5 gold pieces, Asheen?
Wait, we can all roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I misunderstood. But yes, 5, please.
Asheen said, chump change. Here's 5 gold.
Here's 5.
All
That
right.
is
I'm serious.
Arab, you find a mummified, like a small mummified hand that you feel certain has to have value in some way.
Oh.
Sick.
I mean, I asked Saloon to give me a hand. I guess she pulled through.
Mute him. Mute him now.
Asheen, you find a shard of obsidian that seems like it's maybe like a broken arrowhead of sorts, and it's warm to the touch.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can. It seems faintly magical. With evocation magic.
Evocation, huh?
Yeah.
That's your boy. I'm gonna look at it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it seems very, very old, and you can't exactly put your finger on it, but it seems like maybe it was some kind of magical arrow at some point. But it is broken now. EM,
right.
You find a glass eye that they promise you was used by the most famous king of the goblins.
As a glass blowing expert, I want to inspect that.
Give me a glass blowing check.
Wrong button, sorry.
Yeah, you feel confident this is a glass eye, and it seems like it was finely made.
Sweet.
I don't know how a glass eye is made.
Probably with glass.
All right. Yeah, so at the end of these few
I was
weeks,
digging tunnels.
you were digging tunnels.
It was like a couple
I
weeks
got
have passed,
you.
right?
I got you.
You told me to speak up about the tunnel thing.
At the end of these few weeks, you all convene at the bestiary where Cass has an exciting breakthrough to show to you all.
Oh.
Cass, take it away.
Did you solve the puzzle?
That's not my job. I'll help, but no, check this out. And then I'm gonna just walk into the mole's den and then disappear.
Cass, we can't see you in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my glowworm.
Oh,
I'm gonna inch slowly.
I'm gonna push Ashina
Yeah.
quickly in.
Yeah, it's a nicely constructed tunnel, and if you follow it to its end, it pops up underneath those rocks that EM was looking under that one time. I'll show you. We'll go over to the Temple of Tymorra. Sorry.
Hey, nice.
And over where EM is, where that stack of rocks is, one of those rocks pops up, and you can get you can come up from under it into the courtyard there.
Cool.
And it leads from the can you draw the line? It leads from the bestiary to there because it starts in their home tunnel.
Cool. I'm assuming it connected to the main tunnel system, or was all that time factored in for a new tunnel completely?
What is there anything that leads to the bestiary complex already?
No.
Let's see what's closest to it. Yeah, let me see. It does connect through the one that connects to the basement of the biblioplex.
Okay.
Or no, sorry. It connects with the green one. It overlaps with the green line.
The armory. I'm on the wrong map. I can't see it.
Oh right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll draw it for you.
I think they're on.
Lines.
They're on. Oh, you're on. Never mind.
Yeah, I moved them. My bad. I'll draw it though.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Which one's Tymorra again?
It's I think the second building.
It's the third. Is that? Yeah, that one. Whoever just pinged that one.
Okay. So there you go.
Thank you, Colby.
Okay. And it intersects with the green tunnel. Or does it go around the green tunnel?
I think she said that it was going to 12, the armory, to connect as quickly as possible, and then comes off somewhere here-ish to go to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I understand.
Okay. So yeah, my question was, so I was gonna go from here to here, or
Yeah. And
and
then
then
well,
break off.
it connects to the
Nice.
it connects to like the main intersection there.
Okay.
Nice.
But
Good
now
work.
you have
That's
something. What was that?
I said good work, Garrett. Not that anyone cares.
Oh, we're still working on another tunnel.
Oh, good. This
Where-
whole pool is gonna collapse at some point. There's gonna be no solid ground beneath it, and it's going down.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're working on a tunnel from the light blue line to like behind the dorms, like over here.
So you can travel only in tunnels.
Well, there's guards.
It's true, there are guards.
All right.
So that's what I'm working on next.
Wait, where was that again?
It's on the map. I drew it.
Oh, okay, cool.
God.
I'm sorry.
Josh.
I'm working on it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you take the tunnel and come up in the Temple of Tymorra. In the kind of courtyard over there. Oh. And you hear some chattering coming from inside the temple. Seems like there's like a conversation happening.
I'm gonna tell everybody to shut the heck up.
EM's got this. Don't worry, y'all.
Oh?
I'm gonna cast silence on our area. Are they? Is the conversation away from us?
Yeah, it's kind of coming from in this area. Can you see where I'm pinging? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from this room here.
So
Okay.
EM wants to cast his clairvoyance and
Okay.
place it underneath one of these tables here.
Yeah, you hear you see it seems like a friendly some friendly chattering, one person asking the other. There's a woman's voice, and then you recognize the voice of Jessup, and the woman's asking, so you've never been to Nadiz? Nadiz is awesome. It's, I mean, obviously questionable in terms of everything about it, but beautiful city, awesome location. You should definitely make your way up to Nadiz. And Jessup is like, yeah, seems like a cool place, I think. So I could probably get behind that. You can tell that Jessup is maybe a little anxious. Seems like he might be trying to flirt a little bit.
Ew.
Oh.
That's what you get from the under the desk.
Freaky boy.
So if we chill out here a while, are they still there?
You'll hear, after you kind of hang out, it's 10 minutes. They make small talk. You're gonna hear her say, "Do you know a Mog? I'm actually looking for somebody, a Mog. Are you familiar?" And Jessup's like, yeah, and he kind of can hear him get a little bit more serious. Yeah, what do you need with Mog?
Is this a meth?
I don't think you can hear her, Mog.
Okay.
If I can hear it, I'm blocking Mog.
Aneth has met all of the party, and vice versa. Like,
But they don't know we have a secret tunnel.
well, no.
I'm gonna tell Mog they're talking about you.
Ian isn't familiar enough to recognize a voice.
Okay.
It's not a voice he finds familiar though.
The lady is talking about you. Ask her about it.
But the 10 minutes ends kind of as she's asking about him.
Oh fuck! It only lasts 10 minutes. I mean, I could just cast it again.
What level is this for you?
Like 3.
It's a chump change, Kara. When you're not a rogue casting magic.
I have level 3 spells. No, I've got level 2 spells.
And then you hear, all right, well, I'll go look there then. And she's going to start walking out of the
You bitch.
room.
No, fuck, you're just casting. Get out of here.
And you hear some footsteps descend in a different direction. Like away from where you are.
I think they're gone.
I think Jessup's still there.
Can you switch it to vision?
Ooh, yes. I did vision instead of hearing.
Okay, you see Jessup kind of standing in that room, like scratching his head, looking at the ground, and you catch a tall woman with long dark hair walking out.
So Jessup's still there?
Oh, and Ian, give me a history check. Yeah, Jessup's still there, and you're certain you've never seen this woman before.
It's some tall, black-haired lady.
Could be anyone.
What'd they say about me?
I can only see them now.
God damn it.
And Jessup will make his way out of that room and like head back to the main atrium. Arab, you can't see
I respect the attempt.
All right,
Arab
I want to
admitted
look
that-
around the temple for that symbol that I was talking about.
So you just walk in?
Fuck yeah. Nobody's there.
Yeah, Jessup's gonna turn. Well, he's in that room that you just walked into. Where did you just come from?
Oh, I was in the classroom over there praying and looking at the stained glass.
Well, you just came from that room that I was just in.
No, I didn't.
Give me deception. Like the best deception.
Use
Yeah,
your
he did.
inspiration.
Yeah, I definitely saw you. Were you just hanging out outside?
What do you mean?
Whatever. I don't have time for this. There's some lady that's looking for your friend. If you're curious, she just went that way.
Did you catch her name?
I think she said Anna, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. You flirting with her?
Shouldn't you be somewhere? What?
It's crazy.
Reflection.
He's just gonna walk into where the pews are and like sit down over here.
Deflection.
Are the rest of you just awkwardly hanging out in that courtyard? Because Ian just busted straight in.
I'm not
I
messing.
misunderstood what you said by atrium and thought he was going back to the biblioplex.
Okay. Well, what are the rest of you doing as Ian awkwardly stands in the the atrium now?
Do we
Well,
hear?
I guess we could go in.
Do we hear Jessup say Anna?
Yeah, you heard him say that. They were talking loudly.
Okay.
And Ian left the door open.
Okay. I'm gonna grab whoever is nearest and just say, I think that's my aunt.
My bad.
Oh,
I think she might be going to the dorms.
we should go to the dorms then.
Cool. Are you guys just leaving back through the tunnel?
Can someone message Ian to tell him to meet us at the dorms?
I'll message you.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way back through the tunnels. Ian, are you following them?
Yes.
Okay. You make your way back through the tunnels and get up to the dorm. And Mog, you see who you recognize immediately as Aneth. Standing outside of your dorm. She's tall, dark hair that's pretty wild at this point. There's a single silver streak in it, and she's laughing heartily with Gumpy, who's standing out front of the dorm, who seems to have just said something that made her laugh really hard.
God.
And she'll kind of turn as you see Gumpy like do a kind of a stupid straight-armed point at you as you walk up, and she'll turn and immediately her eyes light up, and she'll say, by Malchus. It is so good to see you, Mog. And she's gonna sprint up and give you a massive hug.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into a rage, pick her up, and swing her around and set her back down. I don't know when the last time she came. I don't think Mog had ever like grown like that big before.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll like kind of squeal like she's having a great time. She laughs really hard and she'll say, looks like you were taking after our old friends, huh?
Yeah. I even got like the whole like the tattoo of it. It glows sometimes whenever I get big.
That is amazing. And and she's gonna kind of recognize that the rest of you are there too. She'll look around and she's like, it's good to see you, Ashen, Tonga, Cassandra, and Eeyore.
Oh,
And I want to say it was Hawk or something cool like that, right? Hawk? Cool. Well, it's great to see you guys too. It's wonderful. It's
Hawk is
wonderful.
crazy.
I'm gonna like pull her down and like whisper into ear and I'm gonna say Raven, Ashim, Eam, Cass, and Arab.
I think I said that, right?
Close.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
She said Hawk.
Oh man, it is great to see you. It is wonderful to be here. And you'll see her kind of look around smiling, and then the smile will fade. She's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. I just found out that Meredith isn't here anymore. We don't talk, but
Yeah.
Oh, you should talk to
So,
her.
do you want to go to the grindhouse and get a drink and we can talk about all
Ian-
this?
Ian's gonna say we should probably go in the dorm where
Or-
it's more private.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
You know,
dorm. We have a cat.
I was getting the impression that there were questionable figures here. I met one of them at the temple. Why don't we head to Myrtle Grove, Tranquil Teapot?
Oh.
Oh,
That feels like I got a place in Myrtle Grove for the time being, and it feels best that we get off campus for the time for a conversation.
okay.
Yeah, Mog's happy
Cool.
with that.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way to Myrtle Grove and sit down at the Tranquil Teapot, and she's gonna order. Well, she's gonna order everybody a round of beer, and then the waiter there will point out that everything is on the house at this point for you,
Hell
because of your recent exploits there.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for rats.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
yeah. Can I jump in on that investigation and look for Oak, just in case he followed us?
Yes. Yes.
19.
Mog, you saw Oak as you were leaving campus. And as soon as you saw him, he kind of stopped where he was walking and he turned around and headed into the biblioplex on your way out.
Okay.
But with a 19, you feel pretty good that it seemed like if he was going to follow you, it would have taken him a while to catch back up. He wasn't, you watched him for a while walk in a different direction than where you were going.
Okay.
Cass, you don't see anything that would suggest that there's anything like in there that's listening to you.
I don't see any rats like while we're in Myrtle Grove.
No. But you guys kind of get a table and a booth separate of everybody else. And she's going to kind of begin telling Mog about her journey over here, telling you all about her journey over here. And Cass, you're sitting there and you're listening, and all of a sudden you feel very claustrophobic. You're sitting in this room, in this building, and you have the sudden strong urge to sprint outside and go, like, be in nature. And as you're kind of, like, you almost lose control of your body, and as you're about to get up and run, the room spins and goes black. And you find yourself in a forest.
What? Are any of my animal friends with me?
No, you're by yourself, and the lights in the wood from the tavern are replaced by a vibrant and dense array of trees and plants. There are all kinds of colors. It's blues and greens and purples. And you hear the twittering of some unusual birds, something you don't, it's not a noise you recognize from any of the forests that you've ever been in. And there's a faint rustle and a breeze moving through the trees.
Can I try and find the birds?
Yeah, give me a perception check. You see a small stream that trickles by. There's some shimmering fish that will dart by as she kind of looks as you look into the creek. And you see a stark white squirrel sitting up on a branch, looking at you. It has dark emerald eyes, and it seems to be staring curiously at you.
Hello, sir.
And it will, as you talk, your voice echoes through the trees loudly, and it'll take off and sprint. And you see kind of the direction that it goes. There's a gigantic tree. Like, the base of it is as big as a house. It's 100 feet nearly in diameter. It is massive.
I'm
Tree.
going up to it.
As you move towards it, you start hearing this kind of really awful chattering sound. It's almost like cicadas mixed with the sound of somebody clattering their teeth together. It's this really horrible sound. And then it kind of takes the sound of somebody, you hear like a mumbling almost underneath it. And it starts to get louder and louder and louder as you approach this tree. And can I get a charisma save from you, please?
Charisma. Oh, jeez.
Roll a d4 for me, please.
Hold on. I have to make sure that I don't have any advantage things. Is it this one?
It's not a spell.
Damn.
Okay, can you roll a d4, please?
Wisdom.
You pull your weapon out and start hacking at a tree. You can't stop. And your focus is entirely focused on just hitting this tree with your sword or whatever weapon you have. And you're just hitting it. You can't stop. And all of a sudden, you hear a roar. And behind you is the most terrifying dragon you have ever seen. You can't stop moving and hitting this tree with your sword, but you can turn your head and you see its face is almost 80% eye. It has two gigantic eyes on its face. Its mouth takes up the rest of its face, and it is hanging open with like 3-foot long fangs on jutting out of both jaws. It's pale white with a faint green tinge, and it has long, slender arms. And it's going to open its mouth and send a blast of fire at you. And can I get a dexterity save from you at disadvantage since you're currently distracted fighting this tree?
Can I do my reactive resistance?
Maybe. What is that? When you take the damage, you could.
Okay, what do I roll?
Dexterity save, please. Yeah, you managed to kind of sidestep it as you are still whacking at this tree. But ultimately,
can I pull out my dragon tooth?
you're too involved with this, so you'll take half of that damage. And it's going to just take slow, methodical steps towards you, continuing this awful chattering sound. And as it approaches you and it reaches up with a spiny claw, you catch a glimpse behind it. Where this giant tree is, you see kind of at the base of it is a little cabin. It's a very old, rustic-looking wooden cabin. And as you catch this glimpse, it brings its paw down, or its claw down at you and slashes you, and everything goes black.
The cabin was in the tree?
It was at the base of the tree. And you're gonna wake up on the ground. You fell out of your chair at the booth in the booth, and everybody is kind of staring, looking over you. And we'll end with Aneth going, "What the fuck?"
Arab would be trying to heal her.
Yeah, we'll start up next session.
If I hurt anybody, I apologize.
You know, similar
Nice.
sentiment. What the fuck?
Kara, you're muted.
Well, that's embarrassing. We'll figure all that out next week, you know.
She's like, damn, that was an odd ending. And then led into that and got embarrassed.
I'm almost certain that the key is that fucking symbol that I saw on the wiki.
I don't know.
Oh man, oh man.
I don't know. I need Colby and Tristan to meet and review all of the tape so that y'all can puzzle solve this for us.
Yeah, good session, guys.
I mean,
just so you know-
I think I solved the puzzle. I just need to find this key.
Yeah,
Should
I
I-
feel like you guys have a lot of information at this point about where you could look for it. It's not
Alright.
easy. I promise we didn't design this with the intent that you would just figure it out. It was, I mean, our thought was that you would have some idea of what you needed to do,
Yeah,
and then spend the semester.
Swear to God, Preston, I'll fly to Texas now. I'm so mad at that still. That was my least favorite part of the
Oh my god.
Oh my, that was my absolute favorite part.
I
Oh
love
my god.
2 hours. 2 hours of my life.
You could-
get a puzzle.
That's the for spending 2 hours on sand dune.
my favorite part is that there were clues on the walls.
There were clues on the wall that no one checked. You didn't need
Nobody.
Sand dune.
it. Ugh. Yeah, no, y'all are right there. It's crazy how close you are. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. All right.
At this point, you have a lot of hints, and I think that there's probably a logical next step that will come next session. Hopefully, I really hope so.
I
Under,
mean, my
the
next
power
my
of
next
the
idea is gonna be to just fucking hit this goddamn thing.
break it
Just
so no one
full
can get
send through the window.
Break the
Break
window.
what?
You've seen both sides of it. You know that it is a window.
it. Yeah, but if we break it, no one else can get to it. Theoretically.
You know, you have a point.
You do have a point.
Well, all right. Good session, y'all. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, recording.
Bye.